Happy Sunday. Is it Sunday? Do we even know? Who else, do y'all feel this way? All the days are running together. I have no idea what day it is. I don't even know the last time I guess I put makeup on a few days ago. I had a video conference with a new client. But yeah, these are weird times, aren't they? Today, Joey and the babies and I just really enjoyed the day, actually all weekend. We've just been out in our yard all weekend. And it's been so nice. I would say between nature and snacks, I'm able to keep the babies pretty happy. But I just know there's just so much anxiety out in the world right now and so much, I guess, worry. Something I just kind of wanted to share tonight as we all kind of get our days, or I guess get ready for our new week to get started. Tomorrow's Monday. For those of you who have lost track of days, tomorrow is Monday. And if you're working from home, you got to get up. Even if you're not putting on a pair of pants, you got to get up and work. By the way, I have marker on my hands. At one point I had it on my forehead. We're kind of a hot mess, but that's okay. This is our new quarantine style. But I just wanted to offer some encouragement tonight. We've actually just said the last couple of days has been really nice, just being out in nature, being with our family, being super quiet in such a crazy time, with all of our busy schedules. And I don't know if y'all feel this way, but I feel like the older I get, the crazier life gets, the busier I get, the more I pour into other things. And that means I don't have enough even time for my own self, my house, our homestead, my husband, my children. You end up giving so much to other people that you forget or you lose sight of your own space. And so I just think it's really a beautiful time and season right now during this quarantine for us to be able to hunker in and use this time to just pour into our own families and to also do what you can for others. And I think it comes down to do what you can in even if it's a small thing. Here's an example of what happened today, what Joey and I did. We have I'll tell you guys this story. There's a Mexican food restaurant in Austin that we absolutely love called Matt's El Rancho. One of the servers there was the very first person to ever know Sunny's name. So we went there while I was pregnant. We were not telling nobody in our family, the name of Sunny, but she was waiting on us, and she said, "Oh, this baby's gonna be a ray of sunshine in your life." And Joey and I looked at each other and we're like, "Oh my gosh, we have to tell her the name." So we said, "Okay, we'll do that." Her name is Sunny. So she knew Sunny's name before anybody, before Sunny was even born. Her name's Veronica, like I said. We checked on her when all of this happened and all the restaurants started closing, and sure enough, she only has a couple shifts a week. It is not enough to pay her bills. And so I said, we don't have a ton of money, but I'm what can we do to help you? I want to try to help you. And so Sunny and I drew her a picture. We're sending that to her in the mail. But then in the meantime, I asked her, what else can we do? Her husband is mowing lawns while she's out of work. She's been applying to jobs, Amazon, FedEx, everything she can think of. And she's not getting any work right now. So her husband's picking up some of that, and he works for Southwest Airlines. His jobs have been cut back a little bit, but he's mowing lawns. So this morning we had him, we just were saying yesterday, literally, we need someone to help us mow our lawn. We don't even own yard tools. So he came out this morning with his son and helped us mow the lawn for the first time since we've even lived out here. And it just feels so good. We all were out together helping each other. We were able to help their family just by giving them a little bit of work, and that felt really good. So I wanted to share a verse with you that came up to me this morning, in my mind. And Sunny's really right now, really into saying birds. She loves birds, and that's one of the words she says really well. So it reminded me of the verse from Matthew 6, verse 20. Well, I'll start with verse 25, but this is when Jesus is talking about worrying. And for those of you right now that feel anxious, you're worried, you don't have a clue what's going to happen to your job, you don't really know if you feel like you're going to have enough food, all of these things, even just isolation. Isolation is a very dangerous place for people. We were not meant to be isolated as human beings. We were meant to be loved. And so if you're feeling anxiety or worry, please go to the Bible and look at Matthew 6, where Jesus talks about worrying, and he also references it as a bird. When I'm reading this out loud to you, I want you to literally picture the birds that you see in your yard. Listen. So I tell you, don't worry about everyday life, whether you have enough food, drink, and clothes. Doesn't life consist of more than food and clothing? Look at the birds. They don't need to plant or harvest or put food in the barns because your heavenly Father feeds them. And you are far more valuable to him than they are. Can all your worries add a single moment to your life? Of course not. So it's hard right now, and it's easy to say, but don't worry about tomorrow, y'all. Don't worry about it. I don't even think we should be hitting the refresh button to look and see how many more cases of the coronavirus there are. It's happening around us. All we can do is take our precautions, hunker into our faith, hunker into our life, love the people around you, do what little bit you can to help the people that have lost their jobs, because I think that's a huge problem with what's happening right now. The industry, the restaurant industry, the service, every industry, business is being affected. I'm a small business. Don't worry about tomorrow. Today it felt so good, y'all. We went outside in nature. We enjoyed each other's company. We turned on music in the house. That was nice. Call somebody you love. FaceTime them, video conference them, write a letter. Y'all remember what snail mail is? You actually write a letter and you put it in an envelope, you put a stamp on it and you send it out. Do that. Right now is the most perfect time to send encouragement to someone. This is the time, y'all, where we need each other. So I would encourage you to just hunker in, look at what you have and how can you help others. I believe when we help others, the Lord takes care of us. The birds, they don't store up their food. They build their little nest right when they need it. So life goes on, and there's people that are in hospitals right now that don't have their loved ones with them. I follow someone on Instagram, Ashley Lemieux. She wrote a book called Born to Shine, and they just lost their 16-week-old baby that was, it's preterm. And she couldn't be with her husband when she lost the baby. She got an infection while she was pregnant, and it was either her or the baby that were going to make it. And my heart goes out to you, girl. There's a lot of people out there that are in hospitals right now without loved ones. There's people in nursing homes. It's a really strange time. We have found ourselves taking our walks and being excited when we see a neighbor far away and waving. We need each other. Isolation is not healthy. And so do what you can to lean into the people that you love. And y'all, if you don't know the Bible, I just want you to look at it, because it does offer such encouragement during dark times like this. So I know that this is a design channel and we talk about creativity and design, but y'all know me. I love inspiring and encouraging people. I want us to all stay positive during this time. Be cautious, but stay positive and help each other. That's what life is all about, being loved. We've enjoyed this weekend because we just got to love on each other and be together as a family, and that actually felt really good. So I would encourage you to do the same. Be content. We have so much to be grateful for, and as Americans, we're often so on to the next thing. It's what's next? What's now? What's today? Just enjoy this time. It's a quiet time, but let it, it's okay to reset. Just remember, stay healthy, stay home, enjoy this time with your family. It is precious time. Joey reminded me earlier, the babies are really young, and these are really precious moments. So whatever chapter of life you're in, whatever phase you're in, if you have kids or no kids, whatever that is, it's a precious chapter. So use this time to embrace it and cherish it. You guys, tomorrow, as I said, is Monday. I hope you have an awesome week. We'll see you again on Wednesday. I love y'all. Thank you for listening, and have a good night.